this is Venus, our sister planet, which it and Earth have similar sizes, similar densities, and that's where the similarities end. Venus was named after the Greek goddess of love, fertility, and fortune. But underneath these clouds of Venus, it is anything but love, beauty, or whatever. Venus is way, way, way different from most of the other planets that are in the solar system, but Venus is one that is literally hell. Venus suffers from the runaway greenhouse effect, which is when carbon dioxide overflows and takes over. So Venus's atmosphere comprises mostly of carbon dioxide, of which it has very little oxygen for us to breathe. Temperatures on this planet temperatures on this planet are at a scorching 846 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. Venus is a planet of brutal extremes, and like with Mercury, which we have visited earlier on, Venus here has its own recording, which the sound of our sister planet Venus sounds something like this. However, what makes Venus very dangerous to us is this. This is what we think Venus looks like underneath its boiling hot clouds. A hellish landscape, basically like something you've seen out of Star Wars or a sci-fi movie. Venus is a planet that is not, I repeat, that is not for us humans. We will not survive on this planet. However, we did manage to send something to Venus to actually get a glimpse of what the surface of our home planet looks like. What you're looking at here is a picture of a Russian probe that has landed on Venus and has taken this perfect picture of which we now know what Venus looks like thanks to this picture from this Russian probe, which is now melted like ice cream on the planet. But billions of years ago, we believe that Venus looked something like this, similar to Earth, covered in water, landscapes, and mountains, and had clouds over it. But throughout the course of billions of years, it all dried up, and as the sun got hotter and hotter as it grew, Venus lost all of this. And because of that, Venus was reduced to a boiling, hot, rocky landscape full of volcanoes, craters, fault scarps, and it's just the definition of hell on Earth. If you were to go to Venus, you would not survive a day on the surface of this planet. And no matter what you do, sunscreen is not going to protect you from this hellish world. However, scientists think that we might be able to survive in Venus's upper atmosphere. How? Well, with a bit of imagination and science, scientists and astronomers are thinking of coming up with a plan to try to survive in the upper atmosphere of Venus via this. If we can advance with technology, we might be able to make floating cities of which we will be living above Venus's upper atmosphere. And all that we would have to put on is an oxygen mask without having to step inside a clunky and clumsy spacesuit like they did on the moon back in the Apollo missions. But this won't be for a long, long time in the future until we do something like this. In the end, Venus is the ultimate definition of hell on Earth. Nobody will survive a day or even a single hour or minute, second, or even a millisecond on Venus, because Venus is a killer planet until we get the technology to explore and thrive on this strange, hellish world that is also known as Earth's sister planet, Venus.